Hello, and thank you for joining me. It's actually later than GMT here because I'm actually not very far from where Swedenborg's first church was established, Emanuel Swedenborg. For those of you who follow such things, he was a trance medium of the 17th century, and Andrew Jackson Davis, who is considered to be perhaps the father of modern spiritualism, he actually was a trance medium too, and he channeled Emanuel Swedenborg's teaching. Swedenborg, I beg his pardon. So here I am, not very far from where he was, in Stockholm. And basically, I suppose, I decided that we would not miss a chance to have a prayer together just because I was somewhere else other than in my little cosy prayer corner at home, which, if you have joined me before, you will be familiar with. So trying to demonstrate that we can have a prayer, ask for healing for ourselves, for other people, for our animals, wherever we are in the world. And it doesn't matter whether you have wonderful surroundings, any trappings of any sort. We can just send out our thoughts, because that is what we are. We are spirit here and now. And the fact that I may have been very busy today with something very earthbound, very much to do with the earth, which is ice. Although, as you'll know, if you followed any of my writings, if you look in the Bible, for instance, you will see lots and lots of references to ice. And I have always maintained that through all those references in the Bible, that God is a great skater and loved the ice because he made it. It says it lots of times in the Bible, and they are ancient texts. So from whatever religion you come from, or if you have none, sacred and ancient texts write about frost being of God. And of course, you can't have ice without a good frost. And hi, Simon, my son, my vice president of the Bandy Association of Great Britain. He is telling me this is not bandy. And so sometimes, you see, we have other things on our mind. Bandy for Great Britain would not be being relaunched if it wasn't, in fact, for my love of spirit and spiritualism, because to me it's all the same thing. And it doesn't matter to me. Ice Age dinosaurs lost. Oh dear, Simon, trust you. Well, there aren't any dinosaurs here, just go-getters. So it's been wonderful. But this is not what I'm here to talk about. I'm actually here to have a prayer with those who want to join in, with you and you and you and you, and to ask for healing for some of our problems, because without that we are nothing. We are just lumps of meat, and we know we're not. We are spirit within ourselves, and we link in this way to spirit without, both the great spirit, the spirit world, and those who are living on in spirit, who were once down on this earth like ourselves, and even would have liked a game of bandy. There you are. So I'm absolutely certain of that fact. So for those who are unwell, who do not have those enjoyments of life that we would want everybody to have, any little way that we can enjoy our life, if we can get up in the morning, if we can have something to eat, if we can have something to drink, if all our plumbing is working properly, and I don't just mean that in our houses or our shelters, but within ourselves, we should be grateful and thankful for all of those things. And also if we have family and friends around us, or who we are in contact with. And I know, as you all know, that there are people who do not have those blessings. And so, hi Susan. I'd like to say hello to everybody, and hello to my one of my daughter-in-laws, who I see is watching, and Barbara, and so many friends. And we can't be named, but everybody will see that everybody is on. It says add, and I don't know what that means, but I could do, I guess. I'll try and add here. Add. I'm not sure what that means at all, but I put on ads, and there we are, add. Well, that's just a couple of people to add with a job in hand. You will, as you see, I'm in quite plain surroundings, and I'm in Hassa. I'm sorry I can't answer your calls all the time because I've been so busy, but I am aware of you all. So love to everybody, and thank you for loving me back. I would like to ask at this time for all of us to do what we all do, which is blend our thoughts together and send out those thoughts of love and warmth and healing for all those who are in need at this time. And close our eyes, send up our thoughts, and say, in the name of love and light and truth, we ask those who love us in the world of spirit to come close to us at this time, and please take our messages for healing to those who can help us, who are on the other side of life. And we know that there are angels of mercy who look after the good of the earth, and we ask them to listen to our prayers and to take them onward, so that the Great Spirit itself will be able to sanction that help that we need so much. We know also that the Holy Spirit comes close to us when we ask, because it was said, knock and it will be opened unto you, and seek and ye shall find. And of course my favourite is that we know that if a child asks a parent for some bread to eat, the parent does not give that child a hard stone, and neither will the Almighty give us a hard stone to eat if we ask for bread. And in this case, the bread we're asking for is for the relief of suffering for so many of those that we love. Now, even if we are not naming those people, we know that those who love us in the world of spirit will know to whom that healing needs to be directed. And so we ask, dear Lord, for you to give healing to all those who are laying on beds of sickness and suffering this night. We ask you also, dear Lord, for all the children who are in need at this time. We know that we cannot help the whole of the world, but we can at least help those who are within our own remit where we live and those that we see, and we can extend kindness and warmth to those who are near to us. We also ask you, Lord, for those whose names are inscribed in our hearts, to give them relief from their suffering and comfort. We ask also, dear Lord, for those who are near to taking their transition. We ask you to give them relief and peace and warmth and love, so that they feel relaxed and comfortable and know that they are going to somewhere else, and they will not just be finished and snuffed out like a candle, that their lives will continue in another dimension and in the realms of light, and that they will be conscious and enjoying a new life in a new way. And we ask you, dear Lord, to look after them. We ask also at this time, dear Lord, for those who are suffering from injury, that they may recover well and that their pain should subside. We ask also for those who are embarking on a new life, in whichever way that is. We ask you to look after them, Lord, because healing is a very big ask, and we know that it affects people in different ways, and we ask for comfort and for warmth to be given to all those who need it. We ask, dear Lord, all these things in your name. Amen. There. So whoever we have thought of at this time will be feeling better. And that is the main thing, isn't it? And also, I hope that those of you who have prayed along with me and have put in the names of your own loved ones and the people that you know of, will have enjoyed that linking together with so many others of the same mind as you, because we are all friends, we are all one in knowing that we can do some good for some people. And I would like to say hello to my cousin Penny, who is watching too. I hope that you've all enjoyed this little chat. Now you can see that my hotel room here behind me is quite dimly lit and quiet, and that's because Kathy is asleep, because she's had a very busy day looking after me all day. You can imagine we have had a lot to do today, and more of that another time, because those who have tuned in to listen to a little chat of spiritual nature and to join me in a prayer aren't really wanting at this time to hear all about my endeavours in the world of bandy, but I will, I assure you, do perhaps a live chat about that, perhaps when I'm at home. And once again, amongst all the clutter of my salon, my living room, my sitting room, whatever you want to call it, the place where I live, I hope that you are all keeping as well as possible. And if it's a bit damp outside, make sure that you stay dry. If it's cold, please try and stay warm. And also, of course, if you know somebody who is suffering a little bit because they haven't got what they need, perhaps you can help them as well and show them what spiritual people are really all about. No judgment here, okay? It doesn't matter what somebody is or they're not, what colour they are, what culture, what creed. If they're a human being and they need some help, why not offer it? Well then, I suppose I ought to get off. I don't want to bore you. I know that one of my circle members from a long time ago at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, her words always ring in my head when I go on a little bit, because when I said to them all after a circle that lasted 3 years there weekly at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, and I said, well, that's it, you know, the circle is now closed as far as I'm concerned, it's shut now. And I said, I hope that you all have a good time after this. And Shirley said to me, well, we will miss you, Lynn, droning on and on. And I've always remembered that and repeated it. Shirley, by the way, for all my droning on and on, is a very good medium. So there you go, serves the churches and everything. I hope that you've all enjoyed this little chat with me from this distance, and my friends at home in England know that I will be back there soon, and we will again say some prayers from my prayer corner, as I call it. And I say God bless to you, God bless to all those you love, all those who may not love you, because it's easy to be kind and nice to people who love us. It's much more difficult to be kind and nice to those who hate us, or who despise us, or who do us down, or who may think that what we're doing is stupid, or they don't believe it, or whatever they have to say about it. It's easy to be nice to people who are nice to us and who understand and who are of like mind. It's much more difficult to try and be nice to everybody who is not nice to us. So there you are. You know, Jesus himself preached that, and you never know how difficult it is until somebody really has a go at you, and you have got to return that anger and hatred with love, because it's the only way forward. It's the only way for us to survive in the right way as human beings. So there you are, that's my little sermon. And I couldn't leave you without that, could I? And I hope that you, like myself, have had a decentish day. Mine has been wonderful for me, the realisation of a dream. And I hope that your dreams, however long you have to wait for them, will come true. You know, I won't say quite how old I am. You can see that I'm not exactly in the first flush of youth. I've waited a long time to be in a place that has been the realisation of some of my dreams. So I hope that whatever you're going through at the moment, you can hold on to the fact that you will get through it, and you will have your dreams answered, and you will have your prayers answered, because our dreams are our prayers. So I say God bless you, and I look forward to our next chat together. And well, what can I say? I wish you all the very, very best. God bless you.